hope that you're all well and had amazing days. So welcome to our new starters call this evening. Really excited to be here chatting to you. So what we're going to do is we're going to do 30 minutes new starters training, and then at 8:30, so straight away afterwards, I'm then going to run the 8:30 beginners blitz. So then we're going to put it into action together. So good to see you on. Lovely to see your camera on. Hey, Steffi, good to see you. So I've got some great training plans. So that's the plan for tonight. So I'm really excited. So obviously, if you've just joined, I want to give you like a massive, massive welcome to the team. You've made the best decision in joining us on this mission to inspire healthy living around the world. And we're really excited to be helping and supporting you on your amazing journeys. So this is really just to take you through like your first few steps. So obviously when you get started and you join our team, first thing that I'd recommend you do is obviously go into the group that you've been added into and complete the first few steps that your upline will tag you in, like the first simple steps. Obviously order your products as well if you haven't already. It's so important to do that because this is going to help you in getting started and being able to obviously be excited and to start posting and sharing about your products. And actually, you know, it's so important for your audience to start to see you with the products and you holding them in your hand, you talking about your benefits that you're starting to feel, why you've decided to join this mission, you know, why you've decided to inspire healthy living around the world, why have you decided to join? And that's all the things you can start to talk about in your posts, in your stories. And what I always recommend anyone to do when they're first getting started is don't be frightened to jump outside that comfort zone. And if you haven't done like, you know, talking on your stories yet, so, you know, if you haven't recorded yourself talking on your stories about these things, then this is the sort of things that I'd recommend you to do to get started. Is the best thing you can do is get on there and start to talk to your audience and speak to them and say, you know, you're really excited, you're starting a new health journey, you know, start to talk about, you know, the products in your hand and talk about why you're starting this journey, why you've joined, because obviously you've all joined for a reason. Whatever has attracted you, whatever is the reason why you've joined, they're all the things that you need to start to talk about because people are going to relate to that. So that's the first step, is completing the first few steps in the group that your upline has added you into. And obviously getting your products ordered so that you can, you know, what you can do is as soon as your products arrive, you know, you can do a video on your story, or you can do even a Facebook Live of you unpacking your products and showing people your products and how excited you are. And again, talking about why you've decided to join this journey. And obviously, if people have got any health goals or anything that you can help with, then obviously they know straight away that they can come to you. And they can, you know, get started on a health journey as well, if that's something that they want as well. Or, you know, as well, if they wanted to earn an extra income, don't forget that you can actually build a team from day one. So don't be frightened to do that. Even if you are just getting started out yourself, a lot of people say, oh, I need to know everything first before I start to get team members. And you really, really don't, because that's what, you know, me and Millie and your upline is there to help you with. You don't need to know everything. So you can build a team from day one, and we will help you with your team member, and we can basically teach you and get you both started at the same time. So don't be put off by that as well, because it's great to be able to do this with your friends and with other people, and all get healthy together and all make a little bit of extra money together. So don't be frightened or shy away from sharing the business as well from day one, and, you know, giving people the opportunity to earn some extra money as well and join you on that mission in the lead up to Christmas and next year. So absolutely, unboxing your products on a live is a big must. Definitely, I really, really recommend it getting started. It's the best thing you can do. Or like a video on your story talking about that. So that's really, really important. The next thing, guys, is really making sure that you're really clear on your goal and why you've joined. So writing that out. And if you've not already got this clear in your mind, then take some time now to write that out. So write out what your goals are. So what are your goals? What would you like to achieve? Like, I would say, like, top 5 goals. What are your top 5 goals that you'd like to achieve in the next 90 days? We work our business very much on a 90-day kind of cycle. Obviously, you can have great little like 1 month, 2 month goals along the way. but you really want to start to think about what do you want to be, what are your goals that you want in the next 90 days. And also, you know, where, like, again, this really comes back to like why you've joined. Is it because you want to earn a certain amount of money, you know, or are you just here because you love the community, you want to earn enough to pay for your products, you know, maybe you want to get on more of the products, maybe you've got some health goals, some confidence goals, you know, whatever it is that your goals are, make sure it's super crystal clear on what your goals are, because if you don't know where you're going, if you don't have a vision on where you're actually going forwards, then you need something that's going to pull you forward as to what you're aiming for. So no matter what that is, no matter how big or small, you know, each and every single one of your goals is going to be different. So make sure that it's really clear on what your top 5 goals are in the next 90 days. So that's obviously taken us till the end of December. So it's really important. So take that time to write that down, and you want to have it out so that you can see this every day. So that when you are obviously, what I'm going to talk about in a minute is when it comes to like doing the things you need to do in your business daily, it's important to remind yourself of your goals so that you can stay focused. So write down your top 5 goals that you want to achieve in the next 90 days. And then the next thing is to write down like your why. Why are you doing this? And you can have a think about this right now. Like, I'm really hoping that right now things are coming to your head right now, and you're maybe making notes and you're writing down, you know, why are you doing this? Why did you join this business? Why are you on this call right now? Like, what's pulling you? What's your drive? Why are you doing this business? I think it's really important to have that. And again, every single why is going to be different. Maybe it's for your kids. Maybe it's because you want to buy extra Christmas presents. Maybe it's because you want to save for a house. Maybe you want to go more part-time at work. Maybe you just really want to be part of the community and be on more of the products. Whatever your why is, like, everyone's why is going to be different. So that's really, really important to have that written down. So your top 5 goals in the next 90 days, and then why. What is your why? Why are you doing this? And you can write that down. Even do like a bit of a brainstorm and like a bit of a brain dump. You know, you might just have like 1 or 2 things. You might have quite a few things to write down as to what your why is and why you're doing this business. And this is really going to help you. So your goals and your why is really going to help you. And the reason for that is because in this business, this is all about building momentum. And so many people, I see it all of the time, they just quit way too soon. They get started in this business, they do a few posts, they're consistent for like a little while, and then they give up and they quit. And all I can say to you is that consistency is the most important thing that you can do in this business. Consistency is your integrity. And that's really the only reason why I've got to where I have, is because I've never given up. And it's really important to, like, even any setbacks that you have, it's really all about how you're going to deal with them and overcome them and bounce back from them. And like, that's really why anyone who's successful in this business and who gets through the promotions and starts to achieve their goals is because they don't give up, they keep going. So, and it's really important, and that's where your goals and your why comes in, as to why you're doing this. What are your goals? That's what, you know, because if you've got a strong enough why, then that's what's going to pull you forwards through those bad days or those challenges or anything that you might have going on. So it's really important to keep that close to your heart and keep it close to you visually, like whether you have it on your phone as your wallpaper, you have it like in your house as post-it notes, you have like your goals written out. You know, it's really important to know, you know, have that vision of where you're going, because, you know, if you're trying to walk and you don't have vision and you're blindfolded, you know, try and walk blindfolded right now, you're gonna, you know, obviously you're not really gonna know where you're going. So it makes sense that you want to know what your goals are, what your why is, because you've got to have that vision. You've got to know what it is that you want, where you're going. Okay, that's really, really important in getting started. So that's that. The next step I'm going to talk to you about is the maps to success. So what I want you to do is to write down on your piece of paper maps. So MAPS. Okay. So these are the things that you're going to be doing daily. That these are your income producing activities that you're going to be doing daily you know, and this is why we're breaking this down. So, you know, with anyone new getting started, it's really important to do these simple steps. And I've kind of broken down the daily method of operation. So what we do is we have a DMO, which stands for a daily method of operation, which is basically a small list of things that you need to do daily to grow your business, to get to that goal that you want, that you've written down, to be, you know, to help you get to that why you've joined this business. It's really in your daily habits. That's really where your success is found, is in your daily habits, just like brushing your teeth, brushing your hair, going to work, eating and cooking dinner. Like, we do all of these things daily, all of the time, like naturally, just to live. We do it without thinking. And that's what your DMO is like in your business. And it's about making it a habit, you know, and that's why we really work on like 90-day periods. That's why I always say to anyone getting started, like, work with me for 90 days, because that's really where you're going to move the needle and get those goals and get closer to your why. So these are like your daily, you know, your small list of things that you need to do daily to complete, to get to where you want to be. Now, how much of what you want to do of these things is completely up to you. You know, this is your business. You don't have a boss. You know, you get to choose how much you show up. You get to choose your work ethic. You get to choose how much of these things you want to do. And it is very dependent, like each and every single one of you are different in terms of that. And it really depends on obviously what you want from this business. So MAPS is an acronym. So the M stands for messaging. The A stands for adding. The P stands for posting. And the S stands for stories. So maps to success. So these are the things that, these are like the bare basics, the bare minimum that you need to do daily. You need to message every single day. You need to add every single day. You need to post, and you need to do your stories every single day. Okay, so I'm going to obviously talk through each of these things and break it down a little bit more and talk to you a little bit more. So hopefully you've got written out on your paper maps, and then obviously you've got messaging, adding, posting, and stories. Okay, so number one is messaging. So with messaging, obviously messaging is getting in the inbox and speaking to people, right? So first thing I would say to anyone who's newly getting started, the first thing that you can do to message is your birthday messages. So what you can do from day one, as soon as you join this business, is you can start to go to your Facebook, search birthdays at the top. It will bring up your birthdays. And what we do is we actually get into the inbox and we direct message everybody whose birthday it is. We wish them happy birthday. You know, we'll say something like, you know, wishing you the most amazing birthday. I hope you have the most amazing day. You know, are you doing anything nice? Are you doing anything special? Asking a question is really key. So just be like a normal person, be like a normal human being. I think the thing is with this business, when you get started, it's getting your head around obviously messaging strangers. And I know that can be daunting for a lot of people just getting started. But what you've got to think about this is now like your social media is now like your shop window. So you want to be making sure that you've got a network, you've got to speak to people. So that's a big part of this business, is networking. And it's just really, think about it as being just like a really friendly person. So when you're doing your birthdays, think about it that it's like, you know, someone that you know, think about it that it's your friend, and wish them happy birthday just like you would your friend, you know, and go into that with that energy and just be like a really nice, positive, friendly human being, like be yourself. But it's just about putting yourself out there and being friendly and positive. So wishing people happy birthday is really important. Don't do it on their wall, actually message them in the inbox and wish them happy birthday, ask them a question. So that is like your non-negotiable. Absolutely, birthdays every single day. Another way of messaging is like chasing likes. So also I'm going to talk about posting in a minute, but one of the reasons why we post is that you might get the odd likes here and there. So that's like literally somebody is like winking at you at the nightclub. Okay, so that's like an opening for you to be able to go and message them and say to them, hey, thanks so much for liking my post. Would you like some more information, or were you just supporting me? So that just gives them the option to politely decline as well. And if they are going to decline, I'd much rather them do it politely. So you're giving them an option to politely decline, if they are just supporting you. And of course, if they are supporting you, thank them so much for supporting. I get quite a few people say that they're supporting. And I always say, thank you so much. I might go back with another question, ask them how they are, how's work. Just again, be a normal human being, continue the conversation, because they're watching. Okay, so always remember that they're watching, and it doesn't, I've had these people turn into people that are wanting information. So just because this week or this time they might say they're supporting, like, that's okay, they're watching, and we want support, right? We want people to support us. So thank them for the support. And as long as they're polite, you're giving them the option to politely decline. Doesn't mean they're not going to be interested in the future, okay? Because they're watching, and this is really important. This is where consistency comes in. So obviously, if they are interested, then obviously you can send them the information, have a chat with them. But obviously, this is what your upline can help you with. So if you're sort of like having your first few conversations and you're just getting started, I always recommend to message your upline, ask them what they would say. This is going to help you to learn what the sort of gist of what the things are that you need to be saying. That's going to help you to get started. So that's like you're chasing likes. And then obviously we've got polls as well. So when you start doing polls on your stories, you'll see, like, if you follow me and some of the girls, you'll see like some of the polls that we do, so you can get an idea. So doing polls as well, again, messaging your polls. So saying, thank you so much for voting on my poll. I'm just checking, were you just supporting, or would you like some more information? So it's just very, very simple like that. And then another way of messaging is offering the opportunity. So again, if you're just starting out, I would recommend working your way through your Facebook friends list, your A's, your B's, your C's, all the way through to Z. So obviously, you're not going to necessarily do your whole alphabet on day one. So break it down. So decide, how many people do you want to message a day? Is it going to be 5 people, 10 people? Choose your number, choose your non-negotiable number, your minimum number that you can do every single day, even on those bad days, even on those busy days. Some days you might do more, but choose your non-negotiable number that you're going to do every single day, no matter what, even on those bad days, like I say. So maybe that's 1 person. It could be 5 people. Like, again, you get to decide how much you want to show up and what level of consistency that you want to show up to, depending on what your goals are. So offering the business, like, we've obviously got a script that we use. You can get your upline to help you with this, but I would always recommend having a message that you're happy with. Get your upline to help you to compose a message that you were just going to go through, like your A's, your B's, your C's, work your way through. So like, if, say for example, you did five people today, make a note of where you got up to, so like the person's name of where you got up to in your alphabet, so that then when tomorrow comes, you know exactly where you need to pick up from on your alphabet list, on your Facebook friends list. Okay. And it's really important that we're just getting out there and letting people know that you're starting a new journey, you're starting a new health journey, just really letting people know what it is that you're doing. And again, giving them the option, I just wanted to check, is this something that you're interested in? Would you like some more information on what it is that I'm doing? Or if not, I'd love for you just to support me. So again, you'll give them the option. You're sowing a little seed. You're letting them know what it is that you're doing. So if they are interested, you're giving them an opening to be able to help them. And if not, then you're also giving them an option to politely decline. But again, just know that they are going to be watching you. You're sowing that seed. And it doesn't mean to say that these people are probably going to turn around and they're going to start watching your journey, and they're going to start to, they're probably going to be interested in the future, as long as you show up and you're consistent with this. So it's really important. And again, it's a numbers game. If you speak to 10, if you send 10 messages, you're going to get 1 person say yes, that they are interested in some more information. So again, it's a numbers game. And again, the quicker you can get through the numbers, the more of the yeses you're going to get. Okay. So that's your messaging. Does that make sense to everybody? on your message. Awesome. So just really important to know that like the offering of the opportunity is the most income producing activity you can do. Things like birthdays and other things like chasing likes and stuff like that is a little bit more of the fluffy stuff. But you're actually getting into people's inbox and offering them the opportunity and letting them know that you're starting this new health journey. You know, you're on a mission to inspire healthy living around the world. That's one of the most income producing activities that you can do. So that's really important that you put some focus onto that if you've got some, you know, great goals that you want to achieve over the next few months. And then the next one is adding. So it's really important. Like, this is even just if you're just getting started or for anyone who's been in the business longer. Like, we always need to be getting fresh eyes onto our social media. And if you feel like you're at a stage where maybe like you're not getting much interest, or it's like the same people maybe that are like watching your stories and stuff like that, like I would really encourage you to up your adding. You need to be getting new people, new eyes onto your social media, like fresh audience, okay? Because it's just so important. Again, if you think about it like a shop window, you know, if you've got the same 5 people walking around your shop every single day, it's the same people, right? But imagine if you could have 10 brand new people walking into your shop every day, fresh eyes, brand new people every single day. Can you know the difference? Because you've got brand new, fresh people coming into your shop. So that's what adding is. So you've got to make sure that you're, you know, again, choose your number. How many people do you want to add per day in like the next 90 days? So is that 1 person, 5 people, 10 people, 50 people? How many people do you want to add per day? And again, also on Facebook and on Instagram, how many people do you want to follow per day? And this really comes back to, obviously last week I did a training on target audience. So start to implement that and you'll start to know where you want to add people from, who's the people that you're looking for, who's your target audience, because that's going to be the people that you're going to find. But I mean, one like great tip that I love to do is, for example, whenever I do my birthdays every day, when it comes to my adding, I will go on to my birthdays and I'll go on to like their profile photo, for example, or like their friends list. And I'll go and add like people that they're friends with, because if that person is someone who's like my target audience, then it's quite likely that someone like who's friends with them is going to be quite similar. So that's also a great way to add people quickly. If you want to up your numbers, that's another great thing that you can do. So that's adding. Does that make sense to everyone with the adding? Woohoo, awesome. And then with the posting, so again, decide how many times do you want to post. So when I say posting, I mean like this is on your wall or this is on your Instagram grid. So, you know, on your actual profile. So how many posts do you want to do a day? Is it 1? Is it 2? Is it 3? Is it 5? How many posts do you want to do? I mean, I would recommend for people that are like serious and really wanting to get to like their next, you know, wants to get their first and second promotions, I would say 5 posts per day on your Facebook, on like, you know, on your wall, on your grid. But again, you get to choose what that number is for you and show up to that level of consistency that you want to. And again, like posting, I always recommend at least a product post, a business post, and then, you know, little bits to fill in between of like, you know, your day, talk about your other interests and your other hobbies, but making sure that you're getting at least a product and a business post out there every single day, and obviously testimonials as well. So that's the posting. Obviously you've got like, there's loads of things you can do with posting. You've got reels and lives and other things, but keep it really simple. And remember to stick to something that you can do like every day, and on those days, those bad days, or the days you struggle, or on those days that you've not got as much time. But we obviously do have our post ideas group on Facebook as well, so use that to go and help you. There's loads and loads of post ideas in there. You can use them. You can kind of use them as a bit of like a backbone or like a skeleton, so to speak, so you can kind of get that idea. You can change things up, you can add little bits in or take little bits away. You can then like, you could do one with like a photo of you with the capsules, or a photo of you, or a selfie of you. And obviously, you know, look to get inspiration from other people as well in the business, like other people in the team, and get ideas. And you can literally use anything that I post as well, and you can kind of use that as a bit of a backbone, and you can change it up and do it to suit you as well. So yeah, you can absolutely always do that to get your posts out there. So I think that's really, really good. And then the next one is stories. So how many stories are you going to show every day on your page? So obviously we all know stories. We love stories. Who loves stories? We probably all use stories more than actually probably posting on an actual grid. So stories I just find like so much more quicker and easier. You know, you can just pop something up really quickly. And obviously there's loads of things you can do with your stories. You've obviously got your polls. You've got your quizzes and your little slider things. So even just as a starter, just starting out, it's just really about getting into the habit of posting you and your products every single day with like a call to action. So you taking your capsules with a selfie. It could be a time-lapse video, which is a speeded up video of you taking your capsules with the water, and you know, and writing on there why you love it. And then like you could do a photo on the next story with a little slider saying slide for more info. Some simple things like that. So really just getting into the habit of posting you with the products, you know, selfies of you with the shake, videos of you making the shake, videos of you taking the shake out on the go with your car and, you know, your steering wheel in the background. Just very, very simple things like that. Just get into the habit of using your products every day and documenting it and posting about it with a little call to action, and start there. And the great thing about stories as well is you can do like little behind the scenes and you know, like document other parts of your life. So, you know, if you're going out for a dog walk, if you're going to the gym, if you're doing some yoga, if you're going shopping, going out for dinner, you know, and posting other parts of your life is really important, because we don't just want to be obviously like Juice Plus sales site. You want to obviously post about other things that you like, and then that really goes hand in hand, because when you're adding people that have got similar interests to you, then they're going to really, you know, when you add them and they then come to check out your page, they're going to be like, oh yeah, like I love the gym too, like she's posting about the gym, or oh yeah, like she's really into yoga, I love yoga too. So whatever it is that your things are, it could be anything, you know. So that really kind of goes back to the training that we did last week about knowing who your target audience is. So really then, just to recap, so your maps to success is messaging, adding, posting, and stories. So just really deciding to commit, how many of them are you going to do per day, and how much do you want to show up to them per day. Obviously we spoke about setting your goals and knowing what your top 5 goals are over the next 90 days. So make sure that's really, really clear for you. And then we also spoke about your why. Why are you doing this? Why did you join this business? And then obviously another important thing that I spoke about was just getting on the products and posting about them every single day, and posting about your health journey, like whatever that is. Like if you want to start, like whatever is your health journey, maybe you're going on a skin journey or a hair journey, or you want to like lose weight or tone up or build muscle, or maybe you want to get into a bit more fitness or gym workouts, whatever it is, whatever your health journey is, then that's what you need to talk about. You need to talk about that with your products and document it. Okay, so just really start there. And it's really simple, guys. Remember, all we do is we get on the products ourselves, we go on a health journey, and we share and we recommend it with others. It's really, really, really simple. So we're timed up now on this call. So that's just a really, really quick fire new starter training. For anyone new getting started, the basics that you need to do to get started. What we're going to do now is I'm going to end the Zoom now, and I'm going to restart a new link. So just jump back on this link, and we're going to do a quick blitz session together. So what we're actually going to do is we're going to put this into action, and we're going to do this together. We're going to break it down into like 10-minute chunks, and I'm going to do this with you because I've been out all day and I need to get my DMO done as well. So we're going to do this together, and we're going to finish off the night. Because this is where I fit in a lot of my business time, is in the evenings. You know, if you're like me and you're super busy during the day, the evening time is the time where you can build your business. And especially when I got started, that is literally how I built my business. How I was then able to then eventually leave my full-time job was in my evenings. So It really, really is incredible. So even if it's just like an hour in the evening, 2 hours in the evening, this is really the best time to build your business. So let's get back on in a minute and we'll do a little blitz session together. And obviously if anyone's struggling with anything or needs help with anything as you're going through your demo, then I'll be there to help. Let me just quickly check the chat because there was a few things in there before we go. Yeah, that's it, Steffi. Yeah, so messaging the day after for the birthdays is good. Absolutely. Is that it? Yeah. Yeah, awesome. Yeah, Millie, in the little pockets of time. Absolutely. So little pockets of time in your day, get some messaging done, get some adding done, get some stories done, get some posts done. Just strip it back to your maps to success. Those 4 simple things that you need to do daily, and you can fit them into little bits of time. And then obviously evening is a great time as well, for a lot of people, not everyone, but for lots of people. Christine, this is the best time for me, working full time. Yeah, demo in the evenings. Yes, absolutely. And so many more people are online in the evenings as well, guys, so this is awesome. Yeah, awesome, Millie. Yeah, Millie's been busy all day, so catching up now. Yeah, absolutely. So yeah, it's the best time, guys. Right, so we're going to end this now and I'll see you all in a minute back on this blitz.